Hey, everybody, Dom Tibbetts here from the 7 Sports office at WKBW, where we got to talk about the news of the day. Former Bills assistant head coach and defensive line coach Eric Washington will now take over the defensive coordinator position for the Chicago Bears. Little things we got to dive into here, right? So, heard multiple reports that have come out since Washington was hired, and the Chicago Bears have officially confirmed the hiring themselves. Matt Eberflus, the head coach, will still take on the defensive play calling duties instead of Washington. So right off the bat, it kind of feels like a lateral move more than it does a promotion for Washington. But this could have just been something that he wanted to do, and he felt like change was needed. So he's going to go to Chicago. With Washington's departure, to me, this now opens up the opportunity, and a lot of people have speculated this, that Bobby Babich, the Bills linebacker coach, could get himself elevated and promoted into the Bills defensive coordinator role. Now, the thing is with that, though, if Bobby is promoted to defensive coordinator, will head coach Sean McDermott relinquish defensive play calling duties and give that to Bobby? Bobby has 3 interviews already with the Giants, the Packers, and the AFC East rival Miami Dolphins, which seemingly would give him not only the defensive coordinator role there, but also responsibility over calling the defense. So that's something I think is going to have to, play a factor in here to how the Bills move forward. Is, you seemingly want to give Babich the opportunity as you look on the other side of the ball where Joe Brady has kind of had the early standout to take the interim tag off of his offensive coordinator role. You would think maybe if Babich is promoted internally, you'd want to give him that responsibility to call the defense. Not sure if that's anything McDermott is going to want to hand off right now. So we'll wait and see there. But Babich does remain somebody in the defensive coordinator circles and the defensive coordinator watch. He was very highly targeted, as you can tell, just by the 3 teams that are there. The reason this is also very interesting, too, is that the Bills are looking for a defensive coordinator role, at least when they've interviewed now former Philadelphia Eagles defensive coordinator Sean Desai. That was earlier today. Desai is going to interview with the Bills and the Falcons. So the fact that the Bills are interviewing defensive coordinator candidates is news in itself there, right? That's a big deal. So it kind of gives you maybe for the Babich, fans out there that want to see Bobby get the defensive coordinator position and with some possible play calling responsibilities. The fact the Bills are looking into hiring a defensive coordinator and getting that situated kind of leads you in the right direction. So it's a lot of speculation, and I'm just sheerly giving opinion, but that's a good sign. If you want Bobby Babich to become the team's defensive coordinator, the fact that you're out there interviewing and doing your due diligence to bring in qualified candidates just to see what's going on, it makes you think that the front office is genuinely looking to maybe go into, I wouldn't say a new direction, but looking to get a new lead into the defensive coordinator room and somebody who can kind of help Sean McDermott alleviate some of his duties and responsibilities on the team. Again, it's all speculation, but I think it's a good thing for Bobby. I do think a lot of people have said too, is it a kind of a slap in the face to Bobby Babich that the Bills are interviewing candidates for the defensive coordinator role? It absolutely isn't, because then you look at the other side of the ball again, like I said, with Joe Brady. You got to do your due diligence here. You've got to be able to interview some candidates, get the search going, and just see how many qualified people you can get in the room. And if it's Joe Brady and Bobby Babich elevating into their roles, knocking off the interim tag and becoming the defensive coordinator, then so be it. But at least the Bills are going through the steps they need to do with change kind of needed at this point as they look towards next season. It's a good sign, I think, so far. So we'll keep you up to date with all the latest here at 7 Sports, but that's what we can report now. Eric Washington is out at Buffalo. He is heading to be the defensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears, leaving the door seemingly open for Bobby Babich to possibly become the team's defensive coordinator. But again, it's not set in stone because Babich is attracting a couple of teams that have wanted to give him interviews to become their defensive coordinator. All right, that's going to do it for me. Dom Tibbetts signing off from the 7 Sports office. We'll talk to you all soon.